NORE, with you, bro. But I just heard that Breakfast Club shit. Nah, bro, we street niggas, bro. We know what we doing when we do it. That's one thing about us, NORE. And I'll with you, but what you can't do is act like you wasn't hearing what you was hearing and act like you had a problem with it when you was hearing it. Because we know you didn't have a problem with it. You didn't even have a problem with the calling Puff a fan, and that's on Revolt. Like, that's Puff Network. But you gonna Ye, bro. We all disagree and agree with some shit Ye says. You know what I'm saying? And that's just our personal opinion. But all the apologies to the family and all this shit, like you all of a sudden anti-Ye, that ain't gangster, homie. No, you a stand-up dude, bro. Just simply say you let that man do his interview because it's Kanye West, it's Ye, right? You didn't want him to walk out because in the same token, I just went and checked. If you that emotional about this shit, why is it still up?
Listen. This is Be Greater Podcast, and as we speak, NORE has taken the video down. Listen, Kanye got the world in the uproar. Kanyeezy, Ye. His name is Ye. It is no longer Yeezy or Kanye. It's Ye, right? He get real offended if you don't call him Ye. He been making his rounds, right? Showing his face in a lot of places. You know what I'm saying? Letting his energy be felt, and whether you can understand the platform or the perspective or the angle he's trying to push out, that's up to you, right? Listen, but I'm not even here to talk about Kanye, because Kanye is gonna be Kanye. It's just like you just accept him. Like he like that uncle who get drunk and he do drunk uncle things, or that cousin that get drunk. He like, you know, that's cuz, man. That's cuz, man. Listen, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's Kanye, right? But NORE, right? You're supposed to be an outstanding citizen, upstanding member of the other black male community, right? Like you in the forefront of the news media and the voice of politics for the brown skinned people. I can't call you black, but you black, you my brother. You know what I'm saying? You already understand, right? You get to use whatever lingo you want to use, right? But like the way you just threw Kanye under the bus, it's crazy to me. It's like, do I even got the words? I do got the words, but I want y'all to hear before y'all hear my words, right? This is Be Greater Podcast. In the meantime, like, subscribe, man. Let's listen to NORE. NORE, you gotta be greater, bro.
NORE said he wanted to call in. What's the word, NORE? Talk to us.
I just want to be honest. I support freedom of speech. I support anybody, not being censored, but I do not support anybody being hurt. I did not realize that the Gorge Floyd statement on my show was so hurtful. And you got to realize it was the first 5 minutes of the show. Like when he walked in, he told my producer, he said that if he'll stop filming, that he'll walk out. So I didn't want a Birdman moment. I didn't want a Birdman moment with y'all, like when Birdman walked out. So I wanted the man to speak, but later on, like I actually checked him about the Gorge Floyd comment. I actually checked him about the White Lives Matter, but it was so later in the episode, and it was so like, I was already inebriated at that time that maybe people looked over it. Mm-hmm. But I apologize to the Gorge Floyd family. I apologize to anybody that was hurt by Kanye West comment. Although I do support free speech, I am black, and I'm with Tamika Mallory. I'm with.
Listen, we're gonna stop him right there, right? Don't give me the energy like when white people say the N-word and then they hit you with the, but I got black friends, or my girlfriend black, or my boyfriend black. NORE, you trying to go down that path? I don't know if you Puerto Rican, Haitian, whatever. You good, bro? You already good. You ain't even gotta even make me even want to even go down this path of putting words together in the mind frame of your blackness, right? So we ain't even gonna go down that path, right? Because you're a nigga, 100, right? So you're a real one, right? Listen, but the whole apology plea, right? Like you already said it, right? Kanye is Kanye. You wanted to give him the platform for him to speak his mind, and you did not share the same views as him. That's it. That's it. That's all, right? That's it. That's all. Matter of fact, right here, I'm finna show y'all what Kanye said. I'm finna insert it. I'm finna do my love.
Now go and get y'all some motherfucking business while we gonna get free. Because I'm Moses out here. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Gorge Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. Mm-hmm. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said, they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who you think he reminded me of?
Virgil.
He reminded me of Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna cry in front of y'all because that's how they get me, right?
Right.
But I know that we lost him. And I know that this white company, Louis Vuitton, is now making statues of him, like as a martyr. And we don't know why exactly. We say it's cancer.
But I want to be careful with this subject because.
Wait a second, but tell me, could you even really run this interview? Because Mav didn't run my interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out. The Jewish media blocked me out. This shit lit, right? I'm lit, right? I'm lit.
Yeah.
I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million into JP Morgan and they treated me like shit. So if JP Morgan Chase is treating me like that, how they treating the rest of y'all?
That's outrageous, yeah.
All right, look. So y'all already see like the energy and what time it was and how it was being dictated and understood throughout the interview. Like Kanye, he gave Kanye free reign to do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. Only thing NORE had to do was put a disclaimer on the show. The views of Kanye West is not shared by us. And when Kanye gets just talking a little crazy, act like you got a backbone. You know, like, hold on, bro. Like, I don't necessarily agree with the angle that you, in the perspective that you're trying to paint. Because I watched this man. We all watched what happened to George Floyd, right? We all watched it together. It ain't no big secret. And there's very few people who don't share the opinion of the majority. And the very few people tend to have some very direct and particular characteristic traits about them. All the people who think George Floyd died for any reason other than what the majority thinks, all of them people who think that have very particular characteristic traits in common. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't trying to break it down. But let's listen to some more, right? Let's listen to some more.
We're talking to NORE from Drink Champs, of course. He just released the interview with Kanye. People would say, well, why do the interview at all? Especially with all the hate speech that he's been spewing the last couple of days. And, you know, he's been...
You had Fox News, you had Tucker Carlson edit out all his anti-Semitic comments. You saw the shop say that they wasn't going to put out the hate speech. We saw all the things Kanye was texting and, tweeting and everything else. Why even do the interview at all?
Why even, do the interview?
Freedom of speech.
And the thing is, that's like people talking about Charlemagne. People talk about Charlemagne and say Charlemagne is an asshole, Charlemagne is a dick. But then Charlemagne doesn't show that to me. So I gotta treat Charlemagne how Charlemagne treats me. If Charlemagne treats me like a gentleman, then I'm gonna think Charlemagne is a gentleman. I don't understand Charlemagne's rhetoric when he's not around me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's pretty.
So listen, so Kanye treats you like a gentleman. He shows you the utmost respect. That's what you're saying, right? That's the message. That's the image you're trying to kick, and here you are. Like, you don't even know Kanye unless I know him, but I don't know him. Y'all both get arrested or something, or the teacher be like, or the security guard, whatever. Like, you that's just you. You know him? No, just see him around the way. That's what you hear Kanye with. Like, he just in the round the way. Listen, I don't know, right? Listen, this is just my uneducated opinions. Outside looking in, I know Noriega got a lot of things to protect, right? He let Kanye come on there and have his free reign to speak whatever he want, diss his boss, and all of that, right? His boss on Revolt. Y'all know Diddy on Revolt. Kanye called Diddy the feds, right? He didn't have no objections to that, right? So it's like, if that's going to be your moniker, right, to let your guests have free reign, then stand on that, right? So while you won't hear on the Breakfast Club, like, listen, I know y'all feel some type of way. My show is the type of show I give people the platform to be whoever they are, to show their true colors. I know you're upset, you're in an uproar. My platform is dedicated to just getting the information from the person to the consumer, right? Don't be mad at me. I am not the messenger. Listen, I love Kanye. We had a conversation. We had an interview. He said some things I agree with. He said some things I didn't. Other than that, I'm not Kanye West. And left it at that. Everything will be a whole lot different. Then people won't be coming at you, attacking you. But we know what it is too, because it's even deeper than that. Because they don't want the message to be getting out there, period. That's a whole deeper conversation that we ain't gonna get into. But listen, NORE, you in a situation.
What are you gonna do to move forward? To move forward, NORE, are there other interviews that you plan to do to kind of combat this? What do you plan to do? Because I see you reaching out on Twitter to people that you feel like need to come up. Sean King, Dr.
King, I want Sean King to come up. I want Dr. Umar. I want Talib Kweli. I want David Banner. I want Killer Mike, because they all know where my heart is. They all know that I'm on Black.
They know where your heart is.
On the Black, and True Freedom group chat. They all know that. You know what I'm saying? The fact is, I didn't fail. I
don't want to see Drink Champs go down that path. I like Drink Champs being the happy podcast that it is, and what you tried to do was give hip hop culture a voice. But the reality is, he don't need that right now. That's not what we should be giving a voice to right now. That we should.
Two things, right? Noriega, please don't turn your show into some pro-radical Black Panther pushing only Black positivity type energy. And that sounds crazy, right? Because Black positivity needs to always be a thing, but that's not what your show is. Your show is about Black reality, experiences, and whether you agree with him or not, whether he's a murderer or a saint, you will have them both on and give them both the platform to speak their perspective, right? Don't try to change the perspective narrative of your show to pro-Black, because then you'll be kicking the narrative instead of your narrative being open, right? Like, I go back to, you should have just let it be that we gave Kanye the free reign to be Kanye, right? I do not share the views with him. Maybe I should have pushed back more when he was speaking, but I came into this interview with the intentions of letting Kanye be Kanye with the least amount of hurdles as possible, right? So I can get this out to the audience because he had something to get off his chest, right? Whether or not I agree with it, you come on my show talking about the sky is orange, I don't agree with it. But since you Kanye, your name is Kanye, your name is your name, I'm going to let you come on and speak, right? Because it's good business. It makes good business sense for Noriega to let Kanye come on the show, right? But now you out here backtracking, right? And number two, Charlemagne being so quick to silence people's voices, especially Charlemagne dealing with all the things that you have went through in your life, in your personal life, where people have tried to silence you for greater deeds. Like, let's be real. What's worse, what Kanye said or what Charlemagne is accused of doing, right? And one is judging is throwing stones, is judging, is casting, is so quick to silence people. Like, people are always cool. Like, I don't know who it was, some ancient proverb, whatever. Like it goes something along the lines of like it's so easy to turn your back on somebody who's less than you, right? the group up, turn their back on the group that's in trouble, that's less than them, then and it keep going up, it's gonna come to a point in time where you're the last group left, and when you gonna be screaming out for help, it ain't gonna be nobody there to hear you, right? Silencing people that you don't like is cool because you don't like them. What's gonna happen when they start silencing the people that you do like, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Andrew Tate, whether it's Sneeko, like they're trying to silence people. And I know it's levels to these people, what they provide to the community and to the world between the Andrew Tates and the Kanye's and the Donald Trumps. But we really need to be careful because we really need to tread lightly. They're making it okay to call people out their names and typecast them and say we need to throw them away and silence their voice, right? But listen, this is just my uneducated opinions. I don't know nothing about nothing. They got to do with nothing. I'm just trying to matriculate my way through life with as least amount of stress as possible, with the sexiest co-pilot as possible. Listen, call me what you want to call it, but hey, my name is Earth Wind. This is Be Greater Podcast. Kanye, you need to be greater. Noriega, you need to be greater. Charlemagne the Guy, you need to be greater. Listen, till next time, y'all know the vibes, right? Be greater.